the grand opening of Danse Macabre.
And much more Efteling news, but mostly Danse Macabre. We're finally able to show you everything, and we've got more merch and lots of other stuff. Hi, my name is Yolanda.
And I'm Joost from Dutch Theme Park Network. Let's dive in. Okay, Danse Macabre opened, and that means that we'll do another round through the park as normal. Normally we end at Marerijk, but now we start here because we are so enthusiastic.
This is the best ride of Efteling, and I think best ride worldwide. And that's saying something. We've done a lot. We've done Rise of the Resistance, we've done Japan, we've done Dubai, and
at least it matches the best ride in those parks. We now finally can show you some stuff in this area, and let's start with the Hollebolle Gijs. It's Brother Gijs.
Brother Gijs, he's eating his daily paper and he is singing "Thank You." It's such a beautiful
A choir starts to sing when you give him some paper, and the voice?
We think the voice is Jeroen Vrij. It's not confirmed, but we think it's Jeroen Vrij.
Yep.
By the way, he outdid himself. Jeroen Vrij, if you don't know him, he's the designer of Danse Macabre. The lead designer, of course. There worked a lot of people on this project.
He is so
proud. Boy, he is so proud. He was here the last days. He was just present even today on his day off. He has vacation now, but today he was standing in line just
for
like everybody else for his own attraction for over 2 hours.
We don't going to tell you what happens inside Danse Macabre. We already did that. We made a separate video of our first reaction. We'll make sure to link that down in the description. But there are some tweaks.
Yes, well, let's start first at the opening, because openings day was very well organized, but lines were up to 5 hours.
Yep.
If you come today, it's the third day it's open. Today the line was 80 minutes, so very doable.
The maximum was 3 hours, I believe, at opening time. Just wait to ride Danse Macabre. Lines go down up to 90, 80 minutes, yes. And it's worth the wait. It's moving forward really well. They go 108 people go in at a time, and the ride is over 3 minutes. It has a nice pace, the line. You don't stand still very long. Nope.
And also good to know that Danse Macabre isn't in the 30 minutes extra time you have when you stay on property.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's not one of the rides that opens early.
But what I heard, some of the resort guests say use the 30 minutes early access to go over to Danse Macabre and wait in front of the gate. Of course you can do that.
Then you're first in line.
Then you're one of the first in line. But it's not open at 9:30 or 10:30 when Efteling opens at 11 next week.
No.
We told you that there was no test seat, and you were really happy about that?
I'm really happy because I fit, yay. But unfortunately, not everybody can get in. It's a disappointment for a lot of people that come out and can't. It's approximately when you're over double XL.
XXL.
When you're over XXL, it can be tricky, and there's no test seat, so you can get in line and maybe you won't fit, and then you have to do then you can do the disabled experience, which is the show film of the ride.
But what I think, it isn't that nice, because you already entered the chapel, you already were in the church benches, you have seen how amazing the decor of Danse Macabre is, and then you can do the ride.
I get why people are disappointed if that happens. I
hope Efteling will put a test seat up in front to make sure that people can check. At least they can check if they will fit.
I hope so, absolutely. And yeah, if you want to be sure, then it's difficult. Nothing much to say about that.
No. But over to the merchandise, because we showed a lot of merchandise already in the first react to video.
I think we bought it all now. Oh my god, Efteling outdid himself with this ride, but Efteling also outdid itself with the merchandise.
Let's start with what we bought in the souvenir shop as well. First of all, this snow globe with the unnameable evil. So we have the unnameable evil at our home.
Ah, it's a little kitty cat. But they've got 3 snow globes. They got a little snow globe. They've got this one and another smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
So snow globe collectors can
Go loose.
go loose. Yeah.
The other set of socks.
Because they're so nice. Yeah.
The pen set.
I love riding and yeah, of course.
And if you love riding, you also have to have the notebook. And the notebook is really fun because when you are the unnameable evil, and if you open up, it's the kitty cat.
And they've also got lots of keychains. They've got lanyards. They've got nice sweaters. We don't even have our sweater on today, but of course we've got sweaters. They got a nice green one with a motif and a black one. And House is also open, and there they have popcorn buckets. Now, it's not the nicest popcorn bucket you've ever seen, but it's really cool that we finally got flavored popcorn in the Netherlands.
And there are 3 tastes you can choose from: salt, sweet, and Virginie's secret recipe. And of course, we had the secret recipe. And what does it taste like?
It's cheese bacon. So if you like cheese onion kind of chips, you'll love this.
And also available now is the new Coca-Cola Freestyle cup. And we have to talk about it because it changed.
Yes, Coca-Cola Freestyle, when you bought the cups previously, you had 3 refills during, or not even during the day, you could have 3 refills.
2 refills, and then you have to buy separate refills.
Yeah, then you could charge your cup and you could take the refills in for the 3 days you were there. So you didn't have to use them all on the same day. But now you buy the cup and you can refill it during 1 day, unlimited.
Unlimited, and that will cost you 16 euros including the cup.
Yep.
But you can buy a separate upgrade for a new day. So if you come in the second day, you just have to upgrade and you buy unlimited soft drinks for only 11 euros. Of course, it's not really unlimited because, of course, also over here, Efteling don't want you to buy 1 cup for the whole family. You have to wait 45 minutes between 2 refills. But well, that's doable. As you see, there are 4 locations where you can tap sodas.
It's here. They've got new machines here. They've got machines at Marerijk. They've got machines at Droomvlucht.
At Droomvlucht, at Witpaard.
At Witpaard, yeah.
And at Station de East.
So they're very well spread out over the park.
Yep. We were really enthusiastic about Danse Macabre in Iverwoud in our first upgrade. Oh, I forgot. There's even a new signature snack. That's off the cut.
Yes, there's a new signature snack. We've got the local sausage bread, which is available in the park. It's just a white bun with spiced sausage. And they've got at Winter Efteling, they've got several flavors. But now they've got a standard separate flavor here.
It's not really a separate flavor, but it's completely black. It isn't burnt, but it's a black sausage bread.
There's a little color added, so it's completely black, really and clean.
It looks creepy.
Also good to mention, I don't think we've covered it in our first video, but the staff here is really in character. So also at Huis, also at Zwarte Kat, they're very cranky. So they're the cousins and the nephews and aunts and the nieces of the charlatans. They love to make money, but they're not as friendly.
But also, Otto and Virginie changed a little bit because with the opening of Danse Macabre, they have a new show. And to be honest, I don't think this is the best show. I really hope they will tweak it and add some story to it.
We saw the very first show, they had to get in character, everybody stood there.
And it was busy.
And it was very busy, and there wasn't really an ending, so they had some problem ending the show. No, not the best show, but they are fun because they really start making money now, and that comes through in the show. They're really gloating.
They started, ooh, we're getting rich, finally! And I think that's a really nice story. In the attraction Danse Macabre, you won't see anything of the charlatans. They aren't mentioned or something. They are really the storyline for the area. And Danse Macabre has its own storyline. And well, I think you see it in our reaction. We are really hyped. This is a new standard for Efteling.
Yeah, we were so hyped before opening because we were expecting a lot, but it exceeded all our expectations. And also the merch, they've also got amulets. Good luck amulets.
Those bring you luck. maybe it's a good moment to give away some prizes.
We had a contest and we've got winners.
As you can see on the wheel, some names are bigger than the others, and that's because our patrons have extra entries when they decide to enter a contest. Some have more entries than others, but let's check who will win the drawings of Baron. The first one goes to... Check. Efteling op wielen.
Hey, Regina.
Regina entered on YouTube. Send us an email with your address.
And we'll send it to you. Or maybe we'll give it to you next time we see you.
The second one. Let's check. The second one is going to Sharon Marie Summer Lee, and she reacted on Facebook. Thank you, and also
for you.
Send an email.
Yes.
And the third one. We'll check. Here we go. The third one will be
Claire.
Claire. Congratulations, Claire Hayes. We'll make sure to get it over to you as soon as possible. We already have your address. And those are the winners from our Baron 1898.
Thank you for entering. Last time we had 1,898 subscribers. Now we already
over 2,000.
So thank you very much. You'll help us out if you subscribe to our channel. So if you haven't done so and you're watching this video, please help us out.
And if you love these videos, you might want to become a patron. Head over to Patreon, select the tier that suits you best, and from Red Riding Hood and up, you will also be able to enter our WhatsApp community. And we would love to welcome you in our upcoming news update. Also, we have a new patron. And we have to thank Dawn and Chris. They become a patron, and we welcome them into our community. They are already in our WhatsApp community. Thank you, and your support is so much appreciated.
You will be spammed with Danse Macabre, or you have been spammed with Danse Macabre.
But there's more in Marerijk to discuss than just Danse Macabre.
I could talk about this all day, but
for hours, and we do all day. I can honestly say that since the opening, the preview last Saturday, I'm talking about Danse Macabre every hour to everybody I see, and everybody
is curious because it was on the news that of course the queues were on the news and the opening is very broadly covered, so everybody wants to know our experience. And we've rode it now 4 times, so we've stood in line. Of course, the previews didn't have a line. We stood in line the first day. It was about an hour for us because we were early. And yesterday and today we waited 80 minutes. And
it's worth the wait. It really depends on which bench you are. The ride is really feels different in every choir bench.
In every choir bench, in every row in every choir bench. Because I did the first row, the second row and the last row, it feels different.
And that gives it a really high rewindability.
Yeah.
We love Danse Macabre, but let's head over to the other parts of Marerijk. There is more in Efteling than just Danse Macabre.
Yes,
you won't believe it, but it is. Let's head over to the souvenir shop at Piranha, because they added a new ornament there. Outside you see one of the Inca heads, and they decorated the ornament that shows where Cascada is. It looks really lovely.
It's a great addition. I love these themed shops that they're adding. Now Piranha, here one, I hope they...
Dream Flight, and you see Efteling is heading over from more generic merchandise to more themed merchandise for the attractions.
They're really leveling up.
And it really works out. As you can see, I think we can honestly say that we have almost the complete set of merchandise of Danse Macabre.
Yeah, and sweaters are 45 euros, like the socks are 10 euros.
Let's check, those are 10 euros.
So it's doable.
And of course we have 10% discount because we are premium pass holders.
That video is coming up, all the perks of annual passes.
Yep. But by opening Hyperwoud, they had to remove one of the smoking areas as well. And they've opened a new one. There are still 10 smoking areas. Of course, Efteling is still completely smoke-free, except of 10 smoking areas. The new smoking area is between Hyperwoud and the Baron. And it's not the nicest one of them all, but it's good that when they take one out, they put another one in.
They will add some greenery. Right now it's very open, it's very visible. easy to find, that's a plus. But when they add some greenery, it will be fine.
But we're also in the fall, and that means maintenance.
Yep.
Fata Morgana will close down from the 11th till the 22nd of November.
Small closure, not a big maintenance. We are still expecting. No news about that, so no news what they're going to do with Fata Morgana in the long run.
Maybe this is the new project that Jan van Halsteren was talking about.
Who knows?
He told us that after he is coming back from his vacation and he has 1 week off, he will start working on a new project that is already on his desk.
Nobody knows. He knows what.
He knows what. But maybe Fata Morgana.
Maybe.
But this is a small closure. I think they just will fix minor problems and hopefully the tilting room and the large door. That would be nice.
That would be nice. Yes.
Over to Ruigrijk. Because in Ruigrijk we have a new water tap point.
I missed it. What did we have?
It's in the waiting area of George and the Dragon, Joris and the Draak.
Oh,
They added a new tap point where you can refill your water bottle, and I'm really happy they did that because queues can get long over there.
yeah.
And it's shaped like the giant ancient X. It looks really nice.
Cool.
It's good that Efteling puts more and more free tap water points. The drinking water in the Efteling is really good,
Yeah.
and so good that they put those in more and more places.
Very good.
Also here, there is some maintenance for Python.
Yes. Python is closing from the 25th of November till the 29th of November.
Don't know what they're going to do there.
Just some random names.
Just an annual maintenance. And that is all at Ruigrijk. There's not much to tell over there.
Well, that's generic. We'll come to that, but some winter stuff is already coming in because winter Efteling is coming up fast. There is a fire at Ruigrijk, or there's going to be a fire,
The snow block over there.
and also fire there.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a monk walking by and looking really
Like
creepy.
entertainment here.
We'll show you one of those monks in
Yeah.
here. Let's head over to Reizenrijk. At Reizenrijk, we'll see the warm winter meadow coming together again. The ice rink is already in place.
The ice rink is already in place. It's already used for a helicopter. It's very sturdy on the ground. There was a medical emergency, so they were able to use it, which is good. There's also some news at Carnival Festival.
Oh, tell me.
The stage there is finished.
Yes.
And in use.
Yes. And there were some complaints about that. Because what they did, there was a giant balloon at the summer area of Efteling. And normally they take it out and it will come back the next summer. But this time they didn't. They did take it out of the area, but they placed it on the stage, the new stage in front of the entrance of Carnival Festival.
Yes, now Vogelrok is looking very funny if you walk
Yeah,
up
if you
from
walk the double lane, then the balloon is just in front of the face of Vogelrok. It isn't the nicest sight, but well, I can understand the stage of it.
Yeah, I can understand. It's a good stage for children, for the actors. So it's a plus when you love Carnival Festival. If you love Vogelrok, it's a little...
And by putting the stage on this place, and the stage is already in use, but they create a small themed area for Carnival Festival as well, and it is separated from the world of Sinbad. But by moving the stage, and that's maybe more interesting, the stage on the old place is gone, and that makes it possible to realize the second phase of World of Sinbad.
Yep.
In the original drawings, there was an adventure trail on the back of Sirocco, and now they are able to put it in place. So I'm really curious. We know Efteling still wants to realize the further phases of World of Sinbad because they want to create a themed world as just like Hideout over there. So I hope to hear something about that next year.
Nothing no next.
But there was also some news about Vogelrok. On the 17th of October, one of the parts of the train came loose.
Yeah, it happens sometimes with roller coasters. Not a good thing, of course, but sometimes it happens and it's big in the news. Also this one. A part came off, nobody got hurt, of course.
Efteling closed down Vogelrok immediately to secure all things. It's riding again and it's safe again.
Yep.
But it happened, so I think it was worth the mention.
Also, the plants at Kasbah are gone, and that's because of fire hazards. They've now removed the fabrics,
normally,
the plants.
normally Efteling opens something and they will add things to it, but Kasbah they opened and they only removing things.
It's from Laplace, so it's externally operated, and it's like they didn't have experts coming in beforehand, and now they're getting checks, and now it's not well. I think it's something like that. It's not good.
But they already had to remove the ceiling on the terrace outside. Now these fake plants.
The fabrics are already gone. It's the theming is getting less and less.
Less and less. Let's hope the Efteling of Laplace can fix this, because I loved Laplace when it opened, Kasbah. And now
the food is still very good.
Yeah,
so nothing about the food. It's still very wholesome, healthy, lots of vegetables and good things. But
maybe one of the most healthy restaurants in the park.
Yep.
But okay, it's gone. Let's hope they will come back and they will find a solution for that, and that we'll see more and more teaming at Kasbah again.
Yep. Then over to
Marerijk, and let's start with some bad news over there, because we had a time that there were no steam trains, and now they are all out of order again. They came back, they fixed them, but now they're broken again, and now we have to wait for the first electrified train. We expect that one in the upcoming weeks, because Efteling announced that it will operate at the beginning of Winter Efteling. Winter Efteling starts on November the 11th, so we expect the electrified train around that time.
But they're not really clear on when the trains work and not. It's really added last minute to the maintenance schedule. So check the maintenance schedule if you want to know if the train is operating when you go. But check it on like the day you come or the day before you come, because before that it won't be on there.
No, but some good news also.
The first aid.
Yep.
It has a nice upgrade, or it has had some maintenance. It's looking fresh and shiny again.
It's at Suikerhuys. It is the map that is over there, and the first aid post is completely renovated and it looks nice again.
Yep.
It was a really quick job. I was planning to make some footage from while they're working on it, but they already finished. That's a good one. And also some merchandise news. There will be a new Jan van Halsteren puzzle. Those are those jigsaw puzzles with the funny drawings.
Yeah, with the cartoon drawings with lots and lots of scenes happening. There will be a new one. It's like they have a new one every year.
Yep. And this one is about Dreamflight, a junior jigsaw puzzle with, and it will have 360 pieces, so that's more than the Danse Macabre.
Yes, the Danse Macabre, they have a puzzle, and that's a funny detail, but I can't help it. The Danse Macabre puzzle has 108 pieces, and that's exactly the amount of people that can enter Danse Macabre
per ride. Yep. The new jigsaw puzzle of Jan van Halsteren I was talking about, that one has 360 pieces and will cost €9.95 and will be available half November in the souvenir shop. And I expect that there will be also 1,000 pieces puzzle coming up, because those are really popular. Then, next to Marerijk, we go to the Fairy Tale Forest.
The Fairy Tale Forest. The good news about Hansel and Gretel, they finished early, and it's looking so good. They really have the pancake feel, the candy feel, the first colors are coming out, and they will open
on the 21st of November. And that's exactly 1 month early. They told us it would be closed until the 21st of December, but they will open up early, and I think they are really front of schedule.
Ahead of schedule, yeah, absolutely. I think they will head over to the Seven Goats next because that needs some maintenance.
The roof needs some attention.
And that's probably the next project they will take on if the fairy tale forest.
I'm not sure if they will do the complete fairy tale. I think they will only do the roofing, but it really needs attention. So I guess they will. And also because we can't talk about the building of Danse Macabre anymore because, well, it opened, but when one of the building construction projects ends, another one starts.
The Princess and the Peace started, and right now you don't see anything. They, of course, removed some trees. They're removing a lot of trees in the fairy tale forest, but that's because of the disease in the trees, so they need to. And they're planting new plants and biodiversity, so that's needed. But right now the area is cleared out.
They fenced off quite a huge area, and they already laid the foundations for the new fairy tale. And then you can see that this will be a really small fairy tale in the forest. It will be just like, well, the size of the Red Dancing Shoes or Trollenkoning. That size of fairy tale you have to imagine.
Small edition, but the last editions were very big, so it's good that they're adding also small things again.
For sure. So I will keep you posted on that as well. And that is all for the fairy tale forest right now. And there's a lot to tell in Fantasierijk. There are new pancakes at
seasonal
Polle.
specials, yes, and I'll read.
We don't have it over here, but
I don't.
You won't read there. The sweet pancake is with baked bananas. Bastonje can. I don't know.
I don't think it's maybe it's a Dutch thing, but like speculaas, spiced cookies.
Yeah, cookies, crumbles, mousse. It looks really, really nice. The savory one is with chicken and I believe it was wasabi mayonnaise. We didn't try them yet, but I'm quite sure we will on a short notice.
If you can, yeah.
If we have the opportunity. But with the coming of Winter Efteling, also of Rich Fall and Winter Efteling, also new seasonal pancakes over here.
Fabula is cleaned. I think also because of the opening of the hotel in the future, the rock work is completely cleaned and they're shadowing it now because it was very white when it was cleaned. All the paint is also off, and now they're doing the shadows and everything.
It looks really neat, but there's a lot fenced off when you walk into the park. But you'll know it for the good. It looks really well, the work that comes behind this scaffolding. They are still working on the Fabelvis in Symbolica. It's working.
Partially, it moves, but it doesn't dive.
And sometimes it even doesn't move, but they are still working on that. Give it some time, but sometimes it moves, sometimes it doesn't. But no, they're still working on that. Then over to Aquanura, because there's a lot to tell there.
There are beacons of light added, still not known what they will do, but it's speculated
they are huge.
Yeah, they're huge, they're very beautiful. They really pull the Grand Hotel into the lake area. I love it. And it's speculated that there might be lasers involved, but we don't know what they will do.
I believe there are small screens behind the glass where we can see some shadow work or something that matches the music you will hear. I've heard there might be some lasers inside.
The lights are tested and working. There is water in the fountain again, so they will start programming.
They are programming. When you visit by daytime, you can see sometimes the fountains already are in motion, and in the evening they are testing the lights. I heard they will open Aquanura early as well.
Yep.
As soon as this video is online, I heard that Aquanura would be back.
It's a rumor, not
Not officially confirmed.
and it will be the old show. or the special old shows.
The special shows.
And the Third Symphony will still be in premiere in December.
Yep.
So that won't be earlier.
But also the fruits are completely redone.
And they're higher. So I don't know what they will do. They're now on scaffolding. I hope they will.
And they aren't green anymore. They are now brown. They're more real
They're
frog-like.
more froggish.
And I like it. I like the frogs. I still have to get used to the lanterns.
I love them. You have to get used to them. But that's also. That's also.
I've seen them. I've seen them several times, and I will get used to it. It's different.
The theater is also almost completely cleaned, so it's also looking very good. And I think it's all because of the Grand Hotel.
For sure.
The Grand Hotel, it's coming along great. I think they can reach the highest point easily if they want.
I think they want to wait with that because when you reach the highest point, the Efteling usually sends out at a press event, and they had one last week for Danse Macabre, and it's all over the news at this moment.
Communications is very busy. They've got a lot of press, every press outlet.
Even our
in the Netherlands, in Belgium, in France, in the UK, even a lot of press has come here.
Also, the questions we send in, we get, well, you might have to wait for a while because we are really busy. And we can completely understand.
Definitely.
And they are doing a great job. When you create 5 hours wait for an attraction, you're doing a great job. Guys for communication.
And nobody was disappointed. Everybody. No. I sat here the opening day near the exit to listen at what everybody was saying, and everybody was excited.
But Yolanda, we already talked about that.
But still, a little bit. There were 3 people come out. It was less excited, but those were those teenagers. I think they were scared to death inside, and they come out all.
But over to Grand Hotel. They have now are looking for personnel for the Grand Hotel.
So if you want to work there, send in your application.
And they start trainings in March. So this is another sign that the opening might be in the end of May, early June.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that if you want to stay in the Grand Hotel, that you plan your visit in June.
If you want to stay updated, follow us on social media. Of course, when the dates are available, we'll mention it and share it over there as well.
But we'll also see a lot of decoration coming on at the Grand Hotel. I love those cornerstones at the Grand.
The flowers, they're almost dream flight flowers that are on the Grand Hotel now. They're also adding so much decoration. So I think the highest point is easily in reach, but they will do that in like 2-3 weeks or something.
Yep, I expect that as well. So I think we can mention that in our next one next year.
Yep.
Over to the parking lot, because they are still working over there as well. And also the parking lot for Grand Hotel is coming together.
Yes, it's looking, and also going to add water. I love that. They're going to add a stream, and I think it will be a stream that will really lead up to the hotel and to the House of the Five Senses out there.
They promised, and when they started to work on the parking lot, that they would have a lot of attention for greenery, and they really do. They will add water, trees, and there's already some new grass. It's coming together really well. I'm curious what it will do to the rest of the parking lot as soon as they start over there.
Yep.
And then we are outside the park again. There is an app update for Efteling.
Yep.
And the app update now gives you warnings for all kinds of stimulations. That you can now see in the app if there are, if it's in the dark, or when there are loud noises or senses. All for people who are
who need that information before they get in an attraction.
I think this is a really neat Efteling. It's a small update, but it's really well done,
really useful,
and really useful for people.
Also news, we had some coverage about the Fantasierijk, the special show that was filmed in the summer in Efteling, and it was so popular on television. They will add a winter edition, so somewhere in the winter in Efteling, we don't know where, we don't know.
The 4th of December.
But we know where, we don't know where.
We don't know where, because...
and we don't know what time.
We expect in the evening, because Efteling asked contestants to add LED lights to their vehicles. So I think it will be filmed after closure.
I think when the park is closed because they didn't like all the footage already online, of course, for the TV program. So it's I think a special for New Year's or
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
New Year's Day. Also on YouTube there is a new documentary about Efteling. This is a small one and it's all about one of the designers of the park, Robert Jaap Jansen. And it was a 20-minute documentary, but really well done. And
Really fun.
what was the most fun is that they showed plans for Max and Moritz that aren't realized. In the first plans, they were planning to let you ride up to the teacher, Mr. Lempel, and then he will light his pipe. He would light his pipe, and then all things would blow, and you will go out backwards. It was too expensive and too much, so they decided to do it the way they did. But that's all for Efteling, but there's also news about other parks.
Yes, first start with Safari Park Beekse Bergen because they are adding a new area. The meerkats are going to move, they're going to a new area and they're going to share that area, and I have to check this, they're going to share it with a bat-eared fox. Really fun little animals.
And they want to open this area already later this year, so they're moving forward.
Yes, you can see them also with the light safari that's back on.
That
We
was
mentioned it in our
starting
last video. If you are in the area, visit it, lovely.
Another one. They're looking at us.
Yeah, I know. They're very scary.
But I think we will check that out as well because we also have an annual pass for Danse
Macabre.
For Danse Macabre, yeah.
Nou, voor Beekse Bergen as well, also for Toverland. And our last news is about Toverland.
They had special Halloween pins.
Yep, Toverland really reduced its Halloween event a little bit. We made a video about it. It's still a very good event, but basically the only thing new they added are the pins.
Yep.
Great pins, but nothing new more. Toverland.
And that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this month's news update. And if you did, let us know what you think of Danse Macabre. Have you already rode?
When are you going to ride, or have you rode it, and what do you think? Let us know.
Let us know. We loved. We already mentioned we love to talk about Danse Macabre. So give us all your thoughts on Danse Macabre down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we want to reach the 3,000-4,000 as well. We hope to welcome you, and don't forget to like this video. Hope to see you in the next one.
See ya.